Kardashian signed with NBA star Lamar Odom. Plus, Julia Stiles and Bill Pullman are revealing how they teamed up to star in an explosive tale of sex and power that has everyone who sees it angry and taking sides. Then, the royal couple of the barbecue, the Neelys, are generating heat around the grill when they serve up a mouth-watering feast Whoopi can't wait to dig into. And we're making sure you're armed with life-saving information in the battle against breast cancer. From how your weight can put you at risk to which drink can dramatically decrease your chances of getting it. All that, hot topics, and more coming up live on The View.
Welcome to The View, as it was when I began, because Barbara Walters is back. Where you been?
Well, first of all, my baby had a baby, and I wasn't here to say hello. Nothing would have kept me from the program yesterday. I had a colonoscopy. You know what that is? Everybody goes, bleh. It's to make sure to see whether you possibly have colon cancer, and I didn't. And the colonoscopy, as you all know, and then I'll get off. I don't want to start this program. Welcome to a discussion of Barbara Walters' body parts. Click! The thing itself is nothing. I mean, they put you happily to sleep. I had a good time. The preparation.
I need a nap. Maybe I'll get one.
What do you have to do?
Okay, that's all I want to say.
Oh.
But
you have to drink this disgusting liquid
but it's
for hours and hours.
Don't even discuss.
Look, I thought that was mostly for men. That's for women, too. Colonoscopy.
Colon is a colon.
Everybody's down.
Unless it's Colin Powell, then it's a whole other thing.
At a certain age you have to do it. At a certain age you have to do it. Okay, fine. So I missed that. I also missed the fact, because we don't usually brag about ourselves, so I will brag about you, that last night you got the Marlon Brando Award for your career in film, but not just that. Humanitarian works at the Stella Adler. She was a great teacher, acting teacher. The Stella Adler Studio of Acting. It's a very big award.
Only colonoscopy would have kept you away. It was great just because of my relationship with Marlon, so it was nice. It's
what
nice
was
to
your relationship with Marlon?
It was very nice. Can I tell you a very fast story, very, very quickly?
Sure.
I got a phone call from my agent.
Take your time.
Well, no, because we got so much great stuff. I got a phone call from my agent years ago saying, Marlon Brando wants to talk to you. I said, yeah. He said, no, really, Marlon wants to. I said, yeah, give him my number. So my phone rings, and it's Marlon Brando. And he says, I would like to sit down and meet with you and just hang out. I said, okay. So I gave him my address, and my mother and my brother were staying with me at the time. So the piano is playing, and I think, who's in the house? I come around the corner, Marlon Brando's sitting at my piano playing it.
Wow.
So I think, oh my God, it's Marlon Brando. So then we go to my couch and we're sitting and talking, and my brother, who has his own theme music when he walks, he's just the coolest man I know, comes walking through, and he looks, and I said, Clyde, come here. And he comes over and he says, I said, this is Marlon Brando. He said, Mr. Brando, really cool to meet you. Nice to see you. My brother walked off. My mom comes down the stairs, and I didn't have time to warn her, and she comes and she goes, and I say, Mom, this is Marlon Brando. She says, Mr. Brando, so pleased to meet you. So now we talk, we hang out, he leaves, and like 3 little children, after he left, we were in the kitchen going like this, oh my God, Marlon Brando, oh my God. And so we spoke often, and we talked a lot, and I would much rather have him than the award. He was a good man.
But you never worked with him.
No, I didn't get to work with him, but I hung out with him quite a bit.
The friendship.
The friendship was good, and I wasn't as good a friend as I could have been, because, you know, with friendship, you really have to stay on top of it.
Yeah.
Because you don't know, because you suddenly hear on a television program, oh, someone was rushed to the hospital, oh, they're dead. And it's like, oh. You know, so always cherish your friends, because they don't come that often, and when they do, they're worth keeping. But enough about that. You know, there's a lot more information surfacing about the balloon boy's dad, Richard Heaney. From past run-ins with the law, his belief that he was abducted by aliens.
Well, that might be true.
But all that aside, Should Richard and his wife have the kids removed from them because of the balloon hoax?
No, I don't know.
Everybody's saying no.
Yeah, I think that's
Isn't it
very
amazing
harsh.
that the story has such long legs? It's just been days with it.
I mean, even with, I keep seeing even on your show, the lady was talking about, he's looking at up to so and so many years in jail. And I'm going, that's too harsh, because that's even going to cause more trauma to the kids. Now, is he teaching them integrity, because apparently these kids were lying? No, something's got to be done. But no, I don't think those kids should be taken.
I think he taught them some integrity, because that little boy said, yes, we did it for it.
Yeah, I know. The kid really did it.
Or it's just in the kid, what I mean? Might just be in his genes. Maybe it's from the mom's side.
It takes years to really develop that personality of being a pathological liar. Look at Congress, for example.
I don't know how politics gets in every subject, but I hope that if something comes out of this, if we move from this case aside, the whole business of using children in reality shows. There are child labor laws, and these laws apply to children in movies. What was it? The Cougar.
Jackie Cougar.
That had to do with keeping money. But there are money that the child... There are specific laws, child labor laws, children in plays, children in movies.
They can only work a certain amount of time,
But there are none in reality shows. Because the feeling is that they are not acting. But when you've got cameras around you all your time, and you know that if you do this and you smile cute, they'll take more than if you... There are no laws.
It should be this.
I'll just finish my thought. But we work for a network, and all the networks or the cable shows bear the same thing. But the thought was that maybe before these reality shows are put on, that the network should think, although it's not their responsibility, what is this doing to the children? And I don't know where you begin the laws, but there are so many reality shows with children, there has to be a different kind of control.
How about this for a law? How about no children in reality shows?
I mean, that would be great.
You take one law. They don't belong there. It's not good for them. There's no situation where a child being watched by a camera that's around them all the time, where it wouldn't impede their development or hinder it in some way or affect them down the road. We don't know.
Or affect the parents.
Sure.
With the reality shows, you see these kids. I know, because on my show we have a little boy who's 6, who he plays a 6-year-old, and we got to get him out by 8 o'clock because he gets tired and he can't function. There's a law to protect him. Otherwise, we'd have him work until midnight when we do. But I see from him, he gets tired, he can't function, and I think about these reality shows where they have no laws. I'm with you.
I've always felt that kids shouldn't be subjected to this kind of thing because it's not their choice. Number one, when in a reality show, that's the parents making that decision. And they say, well, we talk to the kids, but it's very interesting to watch adults talk to little kids when they want something. Because an adult will say, well, you don't mind this very much, do you? And they go, no. And then they say, and you would have a good time doing this, wouldn't you? Yeah.
Of course. Have you seen that show, Toddlers and Tiaras, where the kids are dressed up like Jean-Benet Ramsey? It's really hideous.
It's all about
one of those mothers, her daughter.
That really is like porn.
But one of the mothers from that show, her daughter has gotten, she's gotten opportunities from that show, she said.
That's the argument. The argument, and we heard the argument with the Goslings, which is it helps support our children. It gives them a better life. Well, if you're going to have a lot of kids, find a better way to support your children.
I think this guy, Heaney, has beat out John Gosling for Worst Dad of the Year. So, John, good for you.
Look, I don't think it's wrong that what he did, but I also think, okay, it could have been worse. He could have put his kid in the balloon and set the balloon over. You know what I mean?
But they did. They chased the tornado.
The kid would not be able to stay in that balloon.
Of course
that was
not. My point is
the Wizard of Oz.
No, my point is that there was danger that could have happened.